Hey guys, it's Jenny. Welcome back to the Crafting Bookworm. So we're now on part 2 of our process. Okay, welcome back everyone. Welcome new subscribers. Thanks to all of you for your continued support. Whether you're here for books or crafts, I appreciate each and every one of you. So, I figured out my dilemma. If you guys remember, I did not want to use the gingham line pages just because the colors were too bright. This one works perfect for this color, but they did not work well for my signatures because they're very muted. So I came up with an idea, and I went into some old files that I have, and I went to Pick Waves, and beautiful vintage sunflowers. I thought they were fantastic. And then for the other side, because I took a piece of cardstock, and then on the other side of these I chose some old paper and I lined them. And the old paper comes from Control Art. Pick Waves and Control Art are two of my favorites. Pick Waves, I have to resize them because they're A4s, so I have a template that I can just put that into my template and it makes it the right size, as you can see, for the standard 8.5 by 11. So that's what I did. I just took some old paper and lined them, and now I'm happy with how they look with each of my barn images. Okay, and if you remember, I was talking to you about how I always sew in my signatures first, and then I do all my decorating, because that helps me keep an idea of how big my journal is getting. But there was one page, and it was this one right here, that I was talking about. Let's move these out of the way. That I was talking about wanting to make a window pocket with acetate. So what I did was I reprinted this, okay, right here, and I cut this down because I don't want it to be the whole page, okay. So what we're going to do today is make this a window, and we're going to use acetate. This right here will be perfect for a tag. I can make like 3 pockets out of this if I wanted to do that, because it's an incredible print, and it's the old wood that my sister's friend really likes. So this would be great for tag or pockets. So I cut this down, and now what we gotta do is we gotta cut out this window, okay. And then I found an old scrap of acetate right here, and we're gonna cut this down to size, and this is going to be on top of it, okay. So I thought I would bring you guys along for the ride on this. So let's move our cover out of the way. I've got this little cutting board right here. We're gonna get my utility knife here, and we are going to cut out our window. Now you can use a ruler for this, but I found that I can follow it pretty closely if I go slow enough. It's easy to maneuver so that you can make that window. It might be a long process. I hope I'm in frame. You know what? We need to go just a little bit further over, I think. Okay. And now for the long side. And I figured out if I hold this like I hold a pencil, I have much better control. And my printer has been, I don't know what it's been. I've got the EcoTank, the Epson EcoTank 2850, but it has been doing some weird things, and we haven't had it even for a full year. So, I mean, it's at a point where I don't know if it's going to work from one day to the next. And so, I don't know where I'm even going with this story, you guys. Anyway, I guess I was thinking about having to print this again and not knowing if my printer was actually going to print. But it did, but it went back to doing, I know how my printer sounds, and it went back to doing that weird sound that it was doing just before it was starting to jam my papers, which has never happened before. So, yeah, I don't know what we're going to do. They do have, I'm just going a little further over because I don't like how this border is not as wide. So I'm just going a little bit further over. I keep losing where I'm cutting. So this is not as easy going a little bit further over. But we're going to get it. But I really love this old wood frame. I'm thinking I might have to just go to the border because it's starting to look off to me. So we're gonna let's see. Let's go this way. Yeah, so anyway, the Eco Tank 4850 was actually on sale, and Sam's of all places has it on sale. So we were considering going and getting that, and then the printer started working normally again. It sounded like it's supposed to sound, and then this morning, printing off these new pages, it started acting up again. So yeah, I don't know, you guys. I don't know. Okay, so we've got this little bit right here is still intact. There we go. Yeah, so I don't know what our next step is going to be, because we don't really want to have to put the money out for another printer, but I kind of need my printer, so I guess we just play it by ear. Okay. I see what I mean about how this side of the frame was skinnier, and we got a little piece there, but I think I can get that glued down. Okay, so we got this little piece here. This also can be used for something. Yeah, so that's my printer dilemma. So I don't know, guys, we'll see. Now, where is my acetate? Right here. This one feels kind of heavy though. Hold on, I'm going to get one that's not quite this heavy. So I think the other piece came from packaging or something. This is much thinner. That's much more like what I want to use. So this is going to be glued at this window. And this acetate is not straight, so we're just going to do it like that. And I'm going to just glue it on here like this and then cut. It's just easier than trying to, you know, trim it down ahead of time and you trimmed it too small or whatever. So we are going to use a small bead, small bead of Fabri-Tac. And what you want to do is glue closest to the outside edges so it doesn't come into your window. So this one's going to be hard because it is so much thinner, but we'll get it. Now you can use whatever glue you want for this. You can even use, and what is that on there? Glue off my fingers. You can use the double-sided tape as well. And now we're all goopy right here, so we're going to spread that off of there. Okay, I need my paper towel. I'm trying to not make this video super long. Process videos are long though, so that's just what happens. We're going to flip this over and we're going to put it as close to the top and side as we can. To keep our acetate on the window. So I don't have to trim too much. Okay. And this obviously is the bottom at the top. We're going to make sure that gets stuck down there really well. And you won't even notice that this is smaller because it's going to go on our page. Okay. There's that. Let me get my scissors. And now we're going to cut this out very carefully. We don't want to cut our frame. All of this acetate will go back in my acetate scrap box because my acetate are 12 by 12 sheets, and I oftentimes have scraps left over. Boy, it's hard to see this end. And we got a little bit on the side too. We don't want any of that showing. Oops, I got some on my frame that time. That's not good. It's okay, we're gonna get it. Oh, and like I was saying, you can use your double-sided tape too if you'd rather do that. I just feel like gluing it is better. And there's our window. Okay, so now this is going to go onto our page the right direction, and we're only gluing, we gotta line these up to where, let's see, this right there, to where it's supposed to be on here, just like that. And it's going to be glued on as a pocket. I see some more acetate showing right there. Okay, and that's how it's going to go on there. So now we're talking about having to line this up. So we're going to go, that needs to go that way, just like that. But we're going to use this so it'll give me some room. Nothing at the top, okay? We're going down the side as close to the edge as we can get because we don't want it to poke through the window. Even though it dries clear, we still want it to not leave a gunky spot. On our window. Okay, we already got it stringing here. Alright, so let's try and get this on in the right spot. that lined up perfectly. So now we can slide a tag in there, whatever we want. Look at my ring even matched up. I'm impressed with myself, you guys. And that is the only extra thing that I wanted to do before sewing in the signatures. And then when it comes time to making my tags and such, we can do that. That piece right there, I'm going to get just a drop. Try and get just a drop of this on that edge. So I can push that piece there so that it's not hanging over my window, and that worked out pretty good. Okay, and there's our window on there, you guys. So now we can tuck something in there, and hopefully this glue is going to take to this acetate okay, and it's not going to peel off on me. But I saw that window and I knew I wanted to do something special in that spot. And there we go, you guys. And now that it's not clear to the edge, I don't have to worry about the other pages pushing against that. And I might come around these corners with this though, because these corners are loose. So we're going to stick some glue under there, I hope, and get these corners down. I don't like the corners being, I hope I'm not in the frame with my big fat head. That one's pretty good. This one is popped up though, a little bit. Because you got to be really careful when you're putting that glue on the acetate. Okay, there we go, you guys. I think that it's going to hold. And that's all I wanted to do for this video. I just wanted to bring you guys along doing the window. I know I said I was going to do it off camera, but I thought, you know what? Let's just make a video out of it. So that's what we did. And there's our 3 signatures, and our next video we'll be ready to get these sewn into our journal, and we'll move on from there. But that's all I have for you guys today. If you liked the video, please give me that thumbs up. I really appreciate it. It helps me out so much. But thanks for staying tuned, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.